Zuma Kista. But I can't get over this video.
Hayi dlala abadayi. Uzonjani mama? Hayi. Abadayi basayisini. Uzonjani mama? Nange buthi uzonjani?
The complaints that they've been put forward are too serious. Very, very serious.
Okay, so Jacob Zuma was speaking at the National Results Center in Midrand, addressing or briefing the media about MK's position with regard to the alleged vote rigging or vote tampering or ballot paper tampering, or he raised a lot of concerns. But before that, there was pandemonium, guys. It was chaos. And we all know why there was pandemonium. It's because of these results. 99.89% of vote capturing completed. The ANC is leading the pack with 40.20%. The DA second at 21.79%. MK third at 14.59%, removing the EFF as the third biggest political party there. Now EFF is sitting at on fourth position at 9.51%. And we all know there's chest pains when results are looking that way. Lots of ANC members are not feeling good right now.
Hayi dlala abadayi. Uzonjani mama? Hayi. Abadayi basayisini. Uzonjani mama?
Uzizwa njani ma?
Nange buthi uzonjani?
Everybody just trying to get a snippet of Jacob Zuma. Ngamalala, the star of the show. Some people was like, Kwaza mkhonto kwaza. It's chaos, isn't it?
Standing up from your just to catch a glimpse in terms of where he might be going to.
Okay, I'm not going to compare people, presidents, if whoever, if Ramaphosa shows up there, or everything is going to be like that. If so-and-so shows up, it's going to be like the same. It's just because of he's a former president. Guys, Jacob Zuma has changed the game. Political game has changed, as you can see. It was unexpected. I mean, MK was formed barely 6 months ago. Like a year ago, we didn't know about MK. 6 months on, and they are already challenging the status quo in terms of the political structure in South Africa. That's why you see people in tears. You see people like they don't know what to do with themselves.
Media is stampeding to see.
I like it when he smiles. Ngamalala. Zuma Kista. Star. Okay. This is what happened when Zuma made that grand entrance at the National Results Center in Midrand, where he went straight to the briefing. He addressed a lot of issues about his dissatisfaction. But before we go there, can we say politically in South Africa, Jacob Zuma for me stands as the top politician. This guy is a career politician. He understands what he's doing. He know what's going on. You know, you can see all his moves are calculated. If it's not caught, it's jail. If it's not jail, it's caught. So he's carrying the people's mandate. I saw that the MK party does not even have a manifesto right now. They don't have a manifesto and people believed in them. I'm asking myself, why are people voting for MK party? Why are they voting for the MK parties? Because they see Ngamalala, they see themselves in Zuma. That is the main reason. Without Zuma, MK party wouldn't have managed to get the kind of votes, the kind of support they got, the kind of appreciation they received from South Africans. South Africans supported them dearly. It's because of Jacob Zuma. So we need to give him credit. So Zuma spoke to the media, addressed the media at the National Results Center, where he was outlining the grievances that the MK party has, talking about the fact that there's allegations of ballot paper tampering, vote rigging allegations, and also systems crashing and all those issues. And he's saying that nobody should be rushed. The IEC must deal with all the complaints and make sure that everybody is satisfied before they can declare the results. Guys, remember, President Cyril Ramaphosa will be addressing the briefing at the IEC later this evening to talk about the results. So what is he going to say? Is he going to be part of that team that's going to declare the results? Which observer missions are also going to support that these elections were free and fair? You know, what are they going to say? That's what I want to know. What are they going to say after this? But let's hear what Jacob Zuma had to say. Just a bit. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
There is a tendency in this country just to ignore serious matters.
Yeah, he knows. I mean, he is correct. This is a serious matter. We cannot have people forging signatures. We've seen videos of those capture sheets, how they were tampered with people rewriting the results on them illegally. So it's a serious matter. So IEC really need to investigate this, and I wonder if they have to investigate themselves. And that's what he said, that IEC cannot be investigating themselves. There must be an independent investigator on this one, and there must be no rush.
Their cases, their information, their everything. Don't rush us.
Yeah, don't rush us.
Part of the reason we've come to a point that there should be a bigger way of dealing with the matter. These who have been in charge can't investigate themselves.
That's true. I mean, Zuma is right. There should be no rush in declaring the elections. Nobody must declare elections. If they declare elections, Zuma said they're going to court, which is a good sentiment. It's good to hear him talking about courts, that we still have democratic institutions that can be used to resolve these kind of matters other than resorting to violence. I once spoke to a friend in the past 2 weeks to talk about how South Africa could be headed to a turmoil or instability because of the elections. And I always expected Julius Malema to be one of the people that will be contesting the results. But Julius has always maintained his integrity in terms of saying whatever the IEC says, we go with it. And that's good for peace. But sometimes it's not good because you are just fooled. You are just fooled. I understand that Julius Malema doesn't want blood on his hands. That's why he's always accepting the results. But it's a different tone when you look at what Jacob Zuma is saying. He's challenging the government. He's challenging them. He's challenging the status quo to say, we're not going to take this line down. We're not going to do like as the EFF does, to always accept, even if it's clear, you can see that they were robbed, but then they always accept results. JZ is like, no ways, we are going to challenge them. And it makes sense coming from him. I mean, he was at the ANC. He was there. He's been there for years, forever. He was there forever. He's been there inside the ANC. So he knows what sort of shenanigans happens behind closed doors during elections. So he knows what he's talking about. Zuma could be onto something. And I've seen people talking about how Zuma is now inciting violence in the country and all that. Yes, yeah, there is a level of incitement, but I don't think it's incitement. You could interpret it as an incitement to violence when you say, don't rush us and do not declare the result yet until everyone is heard, which is fair. And, but Zuma knows what he's talking about. He understands the ANC machine. When there's the IEC machines and whatever the systems they're using crashes, Zuma knows that there's an ANC machine behind closed doors. So he could be onto something here. So I feel like Zuma has a point. Results should not be declared until there's recounting. And I hear people talking about is he looking for a revote? a revote will be hard to achieve. It's not like it can't be done, but it's gonna be hectic to have to revote. I feel like recounting is best because I saw that during the counting of results at these voting districts, most of these party agents will be taking screenshots. So if those screenshots are still there, they could be used as evidence to reconcile the results that are missing or that have gone to a wrong direction in terms of. I've seen people accusing the DA of being part of this shenanigans of rigging results. I mean, those are allegations. They need to be investigated so that we can know what exactly happened and who was behind it, who was responsible for it. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think about this. Do you think it's a good way? Is it fair for Zuma to say no? Hold on, let's sort out all issues before we can declare the results, or we just go with whatever the IEC has and declare the results. I mean, I know the president is going to be addressing the IEC briefing later this evening regarding the results, so I don't know what he's going to be saying there. And I just hope that tonight's address is not used as a stage where there is exchanges now. I feel like this is the time where we need calm heads. We don't want instability in this country. We work so hard to attain freedom. That's why I'm of the view that I support what Jacob Zuma is saying, to say there are channels. We are gonna go to courts. There are channels. We're gonna go to courts. I like that. I like the fact that he's already talking about courts and not talking about the streets. We don't want to go on the streets. I feel like let's exhaust all issues at the courts, and then we can talk about the streets later, which I'm not a fan of, because I've seen what's happening in other countries where there's wars. It's not nice, guys. It's not nice when there's ethnic violence or when there's instability in the country. So we don't need any instability in the country, and I'm so happy that JZ is supporting that, even though whatever his press briefing could be interpreted as if he's coming across militant and calling for instability. So what do you guys have to say? You can comment down below, air your views, what must be done in this situation. But for me, Zumaki star, Zumaki star, Zumaki star, Zumaki star. Zumaki star. But I can't get over this video.
Ay, dala abatai. Ay. Abatai is what I see. Nanke buthi sizwe.